Salmon people, we are currently 2 weeks away from fight day to the day. This will be my 7th amateur MMA fight, and probably the hardest one I'm going to have today against a really tough kid. So I'm really excited, but I thought I'd do something a bit different. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a day in the life, showing you what I'm getting up to at this point in camp. We're going to go training, do a few drills, probably going to be the last hard training session of camp before we go into a little bit of a taper week. Weight's looking good. Never really struggle with making weight because I already walk around so close to it. Woke up this morning at 80 kilos, so from when fight camp started to now, that's about a 5 kilo loss, and then I'll just cut the last 3 in the last week. So I want to maintain this weight. Things have been going well, feel very energetic. Just had my breakfast before, 2 slices of sourdough bread, 4 eggs. I would have recorded it, but the camera was not fully charged, so couldn't really do that. But yeah, we're gonna go to training, do a few drills, maybe get a few rounds in, nice and light, just moving around, go through the game plan again, and yeah, probably do a few other bits and bobs as the day goes on. Just want to take you with us. But yeah, as you can see, we're looking pretty lean. Let's go. Right, that's training done, and now we are on our way to Yochi, because Abby wants a Yochi.
Yeah, I do.
So, let's see what there is. Let's see how big the fucking queue is.
Okay, Lewis, tell me what are you gonna have when you've cut all your weight and you can have a big fat meal?
What, it's like a refeed?
Yeah. After you've done your weighing. Well, what are we gonna be having?
Anzac cookies are gonna be on standby after I get weighed in.
Yeah, expected.
Yeah, last time I had, I think you bought us like a full, well no, you bought us 3 Woolies cookies and I had them all straight after getting weighed in, which, is that nutritionally correct? Probably not, but I don't really get upset stomachs from it, so I'm gonna get some of them down me, and then, I don't know.
Pizza.
Maybe pizza. So a part of me thinks that pizza isn't the best way for, I know we done it last time, but I feel like part of me thinks that pizza isn't the best thing. So maybe something different, but I'm unsure. I'm not sure. What do you want? That's, yeah, you're probably the one that's gonna determine what we do have. Maybe we'll get a pizza, but maybe I'll be smart with the choice this time, and we don't get any of that garlic bread like what we had last time, because I had the shits in the morning.
Fair.
But yeah, potentially pizza. Potentially that new pasta from Johnny Gio's. Have you seen oh shit! Have you seen that pasta from Johnny Gio's? Actually,
No.
it's like a bolognese that they do. So I might get that. But
Interesting.
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's hope they give it to us for free. There's no queue.
Oh, please don't go.
Alright, we've got the goods.
This is how you know the weight cut's going well.
Yeah, weight cut's going well. So
Room for Yochi.
there it is. Bit of cookie dough on there, bit of yogurt on there, some crumble, coconut. I'll feel a bit guilty after this, but nothing a good run can't sort out. Plus I'm on weight, so
Yeah,
who cares? Yeah, I'll enjoy it. Guys, I know that we said it was going to be a day in the life, but it's going to be a couple of days in the life because I forgot to video the end of the day. It is now Monday. I've done a full day of work. Just finished a run there. Abby's out at the gym getting some weightlifting sessions in. Yeah, so feeling good still. We actually went to go see the Odyssey on Sunday, and let me tell you one thing, definitely worth the hype. I was very worried with all the stuff on social media that you're seeing about it might be a little bit too pretentious or too woke, that it might be a bit shit, but nah, like, it is probably 10 out of 10 if I had to give it a rating. I'd say it's one of Christopher Nolan's best movies. And not that I'm a huge nerd for Christopher Nolan, but yeah, really good movie. Stuck to the story really well from what I remember from learning about Homer's The Odyssey. But yeah, I'm going to be getting some of this in me. Listen, if you're not on the chocolate coconut milk, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Post-workout, thoroughly recommend it. I'm telling you, this is the best thing you can probably do post-workout. Everyone talks about electrolytes, and electrolytes are just really to replace the salts that you lose from your body when you sweat profusely. Now, the benefit that people see when they have electrolytes and what's actually going on there is that these electrolyte drinks are usually really high in sugar content or carb content. And as you can imagine, after you've exercised, after you've trained, your energy depletes and they need replenished. And if you have fast releasing sugars, like those that are in electrolyte drinks, that's going to quickly replenish your energy systems, and that's why you feel a hell of a lot better. What's equally better is something like this: chocolate coconut milk, or chocolate coconut water, should I say. It's not as high in sugar. It's still got sugar in, still got the carb intake that we're looking for, but it doesn't all have these unnecessary electrolytes in them and unnecessarily high sugars. So get yourself on this if you aren't already there. So we've got just under 2 weeks now till the fight. Feeling really good, feeling really sharp, don't feel depleted at all. Obviously energy levels toward the end of the day are dipping a little bit, but in terms of training's going, in terms of how the preparation for this particular opponent's going, it's going really well. And I'm really excited for this fight. I think if you were to look at all my fights and all the opponents that I've went up against so far, this is definitely the toughest. And I say this every fight, but with 100% certainty, this will be the toughest to date, and maybe the toughest for a while. I don't know. That I'm really, really high on this opponent. I don't want to put him on too much of a pedestal because I feel like that gives him more energy, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough day at the office. It's one of those fights where, and without giving too much of a game plan away, not that anyone would fucking watch this, but you know they might. But not giving too much of the game plan away. He loves a tidy fight, right? He loves to stand up. He's got really good Muay Thai. He's got really good long range striking, cracking right hand, cracking rear kick. Really, really high guard for MMA. And I feel like if I make a bit of a scrap out of this fight, that's probably where my path to victory lies. I've got to make it dirty. I've got to make it a fight. Now, despite that, I've got to be really smart. It's not like I can start overextending on my punches. He caught one of his opponents with a really, really good right hand that ended up finishing the fight because his opponent got too overly aggressive. So that's not the name of the game. I'm not trying to be overly aggressive. It's going to be controlled and high IQ pressure. Mixing in the takedowns, mixing in the striking. And this is probably the first fight where I really had a big sense of danger. You know, this kid's tall, he's athletic. He's been in scraps before where he's been tested, you know, he's been cracked and he's came back and won. So it's not like one of those fights where I can just, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't just like stick to one game plan, right? I can't just like wrestle the cunt for 9 minutes, because he's going to be able to adapt to my wrestling, right? It's not going to be like the previous opponents where I can just hug them up against the cage, take them down, control them, they're done. I reckon I might be able to do that for maybe once, maybe twice, and then he's going to be able to sprawl on my takedown. So the name of the game is mix both of them. I'm going to have to stand and strike with him for a little bit. If that means I get pieced up a little bit in the process, that's fine. But I'm thinking that round by round, minute by minute, this sort of pressure is going to wear on him. It's really going to wear on him, it's going to tire him out, and then by that third round, I reckon it's either going to be decision in my favour, unanimous, or it's going to be a third round stoppage. He doesn't really like getting hit. He seems a little bit chinny, but that's not taking anything away from him because he's been chinned before in a fight and came back and won it. So, you know, props to the kid. But yeah, like I said, really looking forward to it. I will record more content, probably post this video this week, and then hopefully get another fight week video out next week, and then do something very similar to the video I'd done after I won my last fight, where I was talking about the fight, talking about how I was feeling there, and a bit about the aftermath as well. So stay tuned for that. Anything else? In terms of me training, there's a few things that I've swapped around this time around. I'm definitely not training strength as much as I did before. I've actually done a body scan, an in-body scan, so it's not, if you don't know what in-body is, it's these machines that you'll see in a lot of gyms, and they're meant to do stuff like your weight, your body fat percentage, your muscle mass in kilos. It's not the most accurate thing in the world. In fact, it's actually pretty shit, but it's more accurate than nothing. And that seems to think that in the past few months I've lost like 1.5 kilos of muscle. That probably just comes with the weight loss in general, but that is more of a significant loss than my last fight, a week before my last fight, and that's because I've been changing up my weight trainer. Leading up to this camp, haven't been focusing on strength as much. I've been focusing more on explosive power. So keeping my rep ranges between 1 and 4, and lifting weights, like a moderate to heavy weight, but really, really fast. Been doing a lot of power cleans, been doing a lot of hang cleans, snatches, push press with the barbell, as well as a little bit of strength work. But yeah, I feel sharp, I feel slick, I feel smooth. I've got a few sparring sessions in over these past few weeks, and they've been going really, really well. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. See yous.